Hello everyone, welcome to my update US gossip channel. Kody Brown had spent more than a decade telling the world that honesty was the foundation of his plural marriage, but when the unsealed receipts finally hit the light, real receipts, screenshots, agreements, signed transfers, and personal messages, every illusion he held about transparency shattered instantly. As if the Sister Wives universe had been waiting for this exact moment to reveal that what he called honesty was really a carefully curated performance designed to shield his deepest alliances, and at the center of that alliance sat Robyn Brown, the wife he had sworn wasn't receiving any special treatment even when fans accused him season after season of protecting her above all others, and suddenly those accusations didn't feel like gossip anymore but like a prophecy fulfilled. Because the documents laid bare a sequence of secret deals, side payments, private account movements, and land use rearrangements that proved beyond any reasonable doubt that Robyn had been working with Kody behind the scenes for years to secure her financial future, while Janelle and Christine were fed vague promises like "we'll work it out later" or "we're all building this dream together," and the emotional whiplash that followed within the Brown family circle was instant and catastrophic. The receipts weren't just numbers. They were timestamps, messages, annotations, and even handwritten notes showing Kody transferring funds from the shared accounts before the other wives ever knew money was missing, directing payments toward Robyn's personal LLC, and greenlighting a quiet expansion of Robyn's financial control long before the breakup of the family began, painting a picture of betrayal so layered that even longtime viewers who thought they understood the Brown dynamic felt blindsided by the depth of secrecy exposed. And suddenly every fight on the show took on a new meaning, the shouting matches about budgets, the tense negotiations over KODY'S, the moments when Janelle said she felt unheard, all the times Christine said she felt unloved, and even the episodes where Mary sat on the sidelines unable to understand why Kody treated her like a business partner at best, because these receipts proved that while the other wives were trying to emotionally support a family, Kody and Robyn were strategically crafting their own financial bubble far away from the chaos they helped create. The most damning document of all, now circulating everywhere in online fan groups, attorney breakdowns, and TikTok deep dives, was a legally binding agreement dated 3 years before Christine left, in which Kody granted Robyn limited but prioritized access to funds generated from future property sales, meaning that before Janelle ever knew she was fighting a losing battle trying to build on KODY'S, Kody had already pledged segments of those profits to Robyn, and the betrayal hit like a thunderclap across the fandom, because it validated everything Janelle had said about being financially stuck, everything Christine had said about feeling misled, and everything Robyn had denied on camera while crying that she just wanted the family to stay together, which now looked less like an emotional plea and more like a way to preserve the structure that guaranteed her the biggest financial benefit at the end of the Brown family collapse. The receipts also included WhatsApp screenshots showing Kody telling Robyn not to worry about the others getting suspicious, assuring her he would handle the conversations, and even telling her that Christine would give in eventually because she always does. And reading those private messages created an entirely new layer of heartbreak for fans who remembered watching Christine slowly crumble, season after season, as she begged for emotional reciprocity while Kody was apparently whispering reassurances to Robyn about long-term gains and how her children would be taken care of first, which explained why Robyn frequently insisted on more control of the family finances and why she often acted shocked when Janelle fought back, because from Robyn's perspective, the deals were already set, the future already secured, the land already pre-promised, and the only thing standing in the way was Janelle's stubborn refusal to accept Kody's vague explanations. What made the betrayal even worse was the discovery of a series of payments labeled consulting, $12,000 here, $8,500 there, paid directly from family funds into Robyn's side businesses, despite Robyn repeatedly telling the other wives she was struggling financially due to debts from her previous marriage, and when Janelle saw those payments listed, according to insiders quoted in fan forums, she felt the kind of punch to the stomach that comes only when someone finally has the proof that their intuition has been right all along, the proof that the person they trusted had been working against them, not beside them. Meanwhile, Christine reportedly burst into tears when she saw the documents and said, "This is what I was competing with," which made fans rethink every emotional breakdown she ever had on the show, because now the whole picture came into focus. Christine wasn't competing with Robyn for Kody's heart, she was competing with a multi-year plan that financially erased her before she even left the marriage, and the cruelty of that truth was enough to make longtime viewers furious. The unsealed receipts also revealed a bizarre and never-disclosed side arrangement. Kody had agreed to reimburse Robyn for family-related stress, a vague term that seemed to involve paying her a percentage of earnings whenever major conflicts happened between the wives, essentially meaning Robyn profited from the chaos that was tearing the others apart. And if there was ever a moment that summarized the entire collapse of the Brown Empire, it was that, Kody financially rewarding one wife for the emotional breakdown of the others, a truth that Christine described in private messages as disgusting and Janelle reportedly called the final straw I didn't know existed. But perhaps the most shocking part of the entire scandal was how deeply Kody had convinced himself that he was acting out of honesty, claiming in a handwritten statement dated last year, attached to one of the revealed documents, that he never lied and always communicated everything necessary, which fans immediately interpreted as a confession that he didn't consider Janelle or Christine worthy of knowing the financial details that affected them, because in his mind, necessary included Robyn exclusively. This warped sense of honesty created a chilling portrait of a man who believed transparency meant protecting Robyn at all costs while leaving the other wives piecing together scraps of information and then blaming them when they felt manipulated. The public reaction to the revelations was explosive. Reddit threads exploded with hundreds of thousands of comments within hours, YouTube breakdowns analyzed every line item, and fan pages treated the receipts like a Rosetta Stone that finally unlocked the real reason the Brown family dream died. Even Mary, who wasn't directly part of these particular financial agreements, was dragged into the fallout, because comments she made years ago about feeling phased out suddenly made more sense. Kody had financially checked out of everyone but Robyn long before the emotional collapse became visible to viewers, and now the world could see exactly how he did it. Meanwhile, a source close to Christine allegedly said she felt validated and repulsed all at once because even though she always suspected favoritism, she never imagined documents existed that outright codified her exclusion. Janelle, on the other hand, reportedly responded with anger rather than sadness, telling insiders that she wanted every document on the table and vowing to never again let anyone control her finances, a declaration that fans celebrated as the rebirth of her independence. Robyn, for her part, was said to be devastated that the receipts leaked, claiming they were taken out of context, but fans didn't buy it. Not after years of watching her cry about wanting unity while simultaneously benefiting from the deals that fractured the family beyond repair. And as the dust settled, the question that rose above all others was simple. If Kody truly believed he was being honest, what did dishonesty look like to him? Because the receipts told a story of manipulation hidden beneath religious language, favoritism disguised as leadership, and betrayal sealed quietly behind legal agreements, all while the public narrative painted him as a man simply trying to hold his family together. Now, with the truth out, the damage was irreversible. Janelle would never trust him again, Christine would never look back, Mary's loyalty looked tragically misplaced, and Robyn's role in the downfall of the family was no longer speculation but documented fact, leaving the once mighty Brown family legacy in ashes, destroyed not by plural marriage itself but by the secret alliance that made honesty a weapon rather than a value, and the receipts, every signature, every timestamp, every hidden payment, ensured the world would never see Kody's version of honesty the same way again. But even after the initial shock subsided, the fallout kept intensifying as more people close to the Browns began speaking out, offering context that made the situation even uglier and more heartbreaking. One insider revealed that during the years when Janelle struggled to access family funds to pay for housing, utilities, and even basic expenses after moving into her RV at Coyote Pass, Kody had already routed tens of thousands of dollars into a private account accessible only to himself and Robyn. This detail enraged fans because it meant Janelle's financial hardships, shown on camera and discussed openly in multiple episodes, were completely unnecessary. The money existed. The resources existed. The savings existed. But access to them did not, at least not for Janelle, who was repeatedly told she needed to believe in the vision and trust the family plan, even while Kody and Robyn built a financial fortress around themselves that the other wives weren't even aware of. The receipts revealed that Christine, too, unknowingly contributed to that account, even after she had emotionally checked out of the marriage, because certain residual income streams from her TLC contract and shared ventures were still being filtered through Kody's management system long after she assumed she was done financially supporting him. And when she discovered that money she had earned was being funneled into an account she wasn't allowed to access, she reportedly said she felt robbed of trust, money, and years of peace. Fans immediately rallied behind her, noting that her decision to leave Kody looked more heroic than ever because now it was clear she hadn't just escaped emotional neglect, she had escaped a covert financial pipeline that benefited only one corner of the family. As conversations deepened online, viewers rewatched iconic sister-wives scenes with newfound fury, like the moment Robyn sobbed about family unity, or when Kody berated Janelle for not being committed enough to building on KODY'S, or when Christine tearfully explained she couldn't stay in a marriage that no longer offered love. Every single scene now looked radically different in the context of the receipts, and fans couldn't help but note how confidently Robyn insisted she never wanted favoritism or special treatment. Those claims now appeared hollow, almost rehearsed, given the lengths she and Kody had allegedly gone to secure their future at the expense of everyone else. And then came the final piece of the fallout. Reports surfaced that Robyn had attempted to get ahead of the scandal